So then, to continue, I want to wrap this up. Then the mind has clarity. That's what I mean by clarity. Once the distractions and the cravings stop, and that takes a long time to condition the mind to be quiet. It's difficult. I mean, it is definitely difficult. The key is to create a pause between reaction. To be when you say I am awareness instead of I am my behavior. When you say I am awareness, it means you have the ability to pause, press the pause button before you engage unconsciously with things around you, and you take a moment to notice. You take every moment to notice what it is you're doing, and what it is you're thinking, and what it is you're feeling, and what it is you're desiring, and what it is that's uncomfortable with you, and what it is that's troubling you, or what it is that's making you happy. You don't just start, if you're happy, you don't just fly off into this silly foolishness. If I smile, tell me some bad news before I laugh and act like a fool, right? We don't just spontaneously, we no longer just spontaneously indulge in whatever comes along. Whatever comes down the pike, we just jump on it and use it for all it's worth to get those sensations. And then when the bad feelings come, we immediately push them aside and say, no, that's not true. Let me go do something to make myself feel better. That's what I mean by awareness. So you're aware of this, everything that's going on, everything you're doing. I am doing this. I am feeling this. I am doing that. How am I feeling right now? What's going on right now? Once you start to do that, you immediately make a separation between just behavior, the acting, the seeking and the desiring, and the true nature of the self, the observing presence. The observing presence. So once you start to do that, that's the practice. That's the practice, just to be aware. And then what happens is you stop identifying with that attraction and attachment to stimulation, and you start identifying with the observing presence. You start identifying with consciousness that knows all these things, that's aware of all these things, which is the true self, true nature of the self. The more you do that, and the more you identify with your true self, my true self, the more intelligence is increased. The more the brain is integrated, because you begin to study your patterns of behavior, begin to study yourself. And by studying yourself, you're integrating all those fragmented portions of the brain that were once unconscious behavior, now become unified, become integrated into one knowing presence, one overarching principle of the brain, a guiding force behind the brain and the mind and its manifestations and its behaviors. So there's an overarching presence there. You could say it like God the Father, or this presence there that is the knower of all those things. So when you identify with that, that's where the source of intelligence, extreme and creativity. Once I start identifying my patterns and I integrate them, and my brain becomes integrated and unified within consciousness, then we have a clarity and heightened ability, then we have heightened awareness. Because if I'm completely free from distractions and completely open, I'm making use, the brain is completely integrated. I'm making use of all my capacity, all my mental capacity. There's no longer wasted energy going here and there. I'm able to harness all that energy to put it to whatever purpose I want, any purpose I want. to learn a new thing, learn a new language, learn a new piece of music, learn anything, to study a situation. And because I'm not distracted, my mind is integrated, I'm not held back by my insecurities and my self-doubts and my fears, because those things have been integrated through the study of my own behavior by consciousness. Once those things are studied and understood, they no longer have power and they no longer are active within me. So all that wasted energy and self-doubt, self-loathing, insecurity, fear, all that crap is just gone, literally gone. Because I've worked through it, through consciousness, through awareness. I've studied those things and worked through them. And now when I'm left with this pure, confident, competent clarity of intelligence. So when I talk about these things, I'm not talking about it to tell you about my ups and downs. I'm not talking to tell you about my ups and downs during the day. Or my personal road to recovery. I'm talking about something that's universal in application. No matter who you are, if you follow these principles, I don't care if you're fucking President Obama. Who the fuck is he? Is he fully conscious? I doubt it, because no one is. Does he have a practice? Does he talk about it? Is he engaged in the science of it? I doubt it. So what does he have that I don't have? Probably much less in many respects. So I'm not here to talk about my poor childhood or how I recovered from my alcoholism and all that bullshit. I'm telling you something not because I want you to see how great I am. I'm talking because something you should learn yourself.